Hey everyone, welcome back to another Fusion tutorial. In today's video, we're going to go over 3 different ways on how to chamfer the end of your screw or the end of a threaded rod. And I'm going to start with the worst way to do it, and we're going to go to the next best way, and then, in my opinion, the best way. So once you create your screw here or your threaded rod, there's no way to really chamfer this with the chamfer tool. You don't have any clean edges here, and it's just really hard to do. So one way to do it is to create a sketch on this top surface of the thread, and we're going to make 2 circles. The first circle is going to has to stay within the bounds of those threads, so let's just pick that. And the second circle has to be outside of the threads. You can finish sketch, and now we're going to select that sketch profile. I'm going to hold shift and make sure I have that whole ring selected there. We're not selecting the middle part. We're going to hit E for extrude downwards so it cuts into the threads, and then we're just going to use this little handle here that changes the taper angle, and we're going to taper it this way so the threads are in the chamfer, and hit OK. And of course you can mess with this, how far you extrude it, the angle, all sorts of stuff, and hit OK. And that actually leaves us with a pretty good taper. There's really actually nothing wrong with that, except if you don't do this correctly, you might be left with a little bit of a problem here. Now it's easy to fix. You can just either go back and change up your extrusion settings, or you can just click on that surface and hit delete and you get rid of it. But this leaves us with a really messy timeline. You got a sketch and an extrude, and then you've deleted a face. And so it's just not the cleanest way to do it, and it probably takes the longest too. So I'm going to undo all that. So I'm going to, on my timeline, go all the way back to right after we created those threads, and I'm going to delete all features after that history marker. Okay, so the second way to create this chamfer is kind of like a hack in Fusion. It works, but there are some extra steps. What we're going to do is go on our timeline here and drag it back to right before those threads. And so now we're left with just that cylinder. From here, you can chamfer that edge. We'll just do like a 1mm chamfer and hit OK. And now we can drag our timeline marker forward. So now the threads are there. And you don't want to stop here because that leaves kind of an undesirable edge here. That's not a very good chamfer. So what you can do is now drag that chamfer to the other side of the threads. So now the chamfer comes after the threads, and that then cuts that chamfer into the threads. From here, you could still change things. You could get into that chamfer, and like I said before, I like using distance and angle, because now what I can do is change this angle of the chamfer to get it how I want. So something maybe like that, and hit OK. And again, that works totally fine. You could even add another chamfer here if you want. You could do like a 0.5 chamfer here and hit OK. Not necessary, but you could. So that was number 2. I'm going to go ahead and undo all of this again. Now, probably the best way or the most proper way to do this is when you're in your thread window, so you're creating your threads, all you have to do is go up here and uncheck full length. And when you do this, this has my settings saved. So when you do this, what you're probably going to see is something like this. So your offset's going to be set to 0, and then your length is going to just be not all the way full. So what you want to do first is change the offset, which is this down arrow here. You can either drag that arrow down or just type in something like 0.5. And you can see then it left the threads off that section of the cylinder. And then you can make these threads, drag them all the way down and hit OK. From there, we're left with a section of that cylinder that doesn't have any threads on it, and you can just use the chamfer tool on that top edge. And I'll do like 1. And again, I personally like using distance and angle. So now we can take, let's get to the right view here. Now we can take this angle and move it how we want. And you can change the chamfer too, so maybe like 1.5, whatever you want to do. You can change this up and hit OK. That's, in my opinion, the best way to do it. And probably, like I said, the proper way. You're left with a really clean timeline. You don't have to change things around down here. You're not left with any artifacts. But there you go. There is 3 ways to make a chamfer on the end of a screw or threaded rod. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments, or if you have another way of doing it, let us know so we can all learn. Any video suggestions or tutorials, let me know in the comments as well, and we will see you on the next video.